Good morning and welcome to Frontiers of Knowledge segment of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. As I have always been saying, the end of the human ingenuity knows no limits. Way back when I was a kid of about 15, I read a book, The Bravery Word by Huxley. 57, 56. I read that book. And I read this word, feelies. He was describing the cinemas of the new world, where you feel things. Instead of movies, he called it feelies. Hero and heroine are kissing each other, and you feel the kiss on your lips. And voila, that flight of fancy of Aldous Huxley has come out to be correct. The scientists have developed a new VR headset, virtual reality headset. This virtual reality headset makes you feel things on your lips, or your mouth, and on your tongue. Somebody is eating something, and you feel the taste in your mouth. Somebody is kissing, and you feel the kiss. What happens is that this VR headset sends taps and vibrations to the mouth, and that enhances haptic sensations. It can be feeling of rain. You see a movie, rain is falling and you feel it. Wind is blowing and you feel it. Somebody is smoking and you have the smell. If you are ever wondering what's like to have spiders crawling in your mouth, this new VR technology can make it really terrifying real for you. And the researchers in US have called this haptic technology, which can render realistic sensations onto your mouth. And that way, as you are trying to zap mutant spiders in a game, VR game, virtual reality game, you can actually feel them jump on your face and walk across your lips. And this great, startlingly amazing work has been done at Milan University's Future Interface Group. And they say that mouth is one of the most important body parts, which it is. And it has a tactile sensibility which no other has. As a matter of fact, they say that fingertips at the maximum, and number 2 is the mouth, as far as the sensations are concerned. And that haptic in the virtual reality can be extended beyond handheld controllers. So what they did, they fitted a VR headset with a thin, compact, beam-forming array of ultrasonic transducers, and they focus airborne acoustic energy onto the lips and into the mouth. And that makes VR much more immersive. What the users feel when you are wearing that headset, mostly taps and vibrations on the lips, teeth and tongue. So it's snowy season and you can feel the snow on your face. It's muddy and the mud can splatter your face when you run into a puddle, and even crawling, as I said, spiders. The question that naturally comes to mind is, why are the companies racing to make virtual reality more realistic and engaging? By complementing headsets with haptic gloves, haptic suits, and add-ons that stimulate their other senses. At CES, the scientific fair in Las Vegas this year, the scientists tested a head-mounted display equipped with olfactory technology that lets users smell various olfactory technology that makes you smell everything, from freshly picked roses to roasted marshmallows and earthy smell of a forest path. but you must be wearing that headset. Then there was a demo set in a haunted forest scenario. A player wearing a headset is shown tight-lipped and grimacing as virtual spiders crawl on the mouth. This sort of a technology is something amazing. Similarly, there are more real-world simulations that allow users to feel sensation like sipping a drink. Say heroine is sipping a drink and you have it. Taking a puff of cigarette, even brushing the teeth. What happens is that they make this virtual reality experience immersive and you feel more engaged. You are a part of that. So you are watching a movie, you become an actor. Without really acting, you are enjoying everything. The prototype add-on is startlingly just 15 millimeter thick. That's it. And weighs 107 grams. So the whole thing, this VR headset, is just 107 grams. But they say that it can be made still lighter, maybe 10 to 15 grams. Otherwise, what they are doing is that the complete headset used to weigh up to 500 grams. So they are reducing it. Why? Can anything beat it? But when the good information is there, the bad is also there. Are you aware which countries pollute the oceans most? You might be thinking it's USA because we are in the habit of, at least I am in the habit of, blaming everything on USA. No. The maximum plastic waste polluter in the oceans is India. Shocking. 126,000 tons of plastic waste is by India, followed by Philippines, followed by Malaysia, and so on and so forth. And as compared to that, the rest of the world, leaving these 5 countries aside, is 176. Shockingly, India has still not banned plastic, which it should. Single-use plastic must be banned. But no, they are not doing it. And amazingly, China is also there. It generates 10 times the plastic waste that Malaysia does. But what happens is, China doesn't allow the plastic waste to reach the ocean. It takes it out. While in China, there is 10 times more plastic waste, while Malaysia, 9% of the total plastic waste goes to the ocean. In China, only 0.6%. So ranking-wise, number 1 is Malaysia because it doesn't contribute. 356,000 tons. India, 126. Malaysia, China, Indonesia, Myanmar, Brazil, and Vietnam, followed by Bangladesh and Thailand. Philippines is an archipelago of 7,000 islands, 36,000 kilometer coastline, and 400,820 plastic emitting rivers. The total wastage of the plastic in the ocean, 35% contribution is by Philippines alone. It's shocking. It's shocking. If marine life is suffocated, fish, whales, sharks, and hundreds and thousands of other species would just go extinct, and that loss of the biodiversity would be devastating. Is anybody listening? The people who are cribbing for the climate change, why don't they start cleaning the oceans? And then comes the great news, geography. Do you know a new ocean is being formed naturally, and Africa continent might be split into two with the new ocean separating the two parts. At times, Europe and Asia was one continent. Then separation took place and became two continents, Europe and Asia. Now Africa is being divided. A new ocean is forming, so the oceans, instead of 5 big oceans, will be 6 big oceans. The continent also would be increasing by one. And what is happening is Kenya is very slowly splitting at Rift Valley. And the geologists say that a massive earth movement this Monday only left huge fissures in Narok County, and that's the beginning of the separation. It is confirmed that a new nation is being created in the continent, and it will split the country right in half. 35-mile long rift has appeared in Ethiopian desert, in the far regions, and it happened in 2005, but nobody bothered it. So that rift in a desert is the start of a brand new ocean. There is a recent study published in the Journal of Geo. Physical Research Letters, and they combine seismic data from the rift formation to demonstrate that this rift is driven by a process similar to those at the ocean bottom. Now what happens is the tectonic plates of Africa and Arabia collide in the desert and have been gradually separating for about 30 million years. The same ocean has also split the Red Sea, but that's happening at a rate of a fraction of an inch per year. But Kenya Broadcasting Corporation has reported a very startling information, and that is the possibility of the new ocean forming in Africa is very near, and it can happen in the next 5 to 7 years. According to Dr. Edwin Dindy at the Department of Geology in the University of Nairobi, an ocean would be formed along the eastern arm of the African Rift Valley. And this eastern arm of the Rift Valley is fairly active and has been the base of the many tremors that occurred around it. So what was formed about 4.5 billion years ago. The process has been very small. The formation of the continental crest was there 3.2 billion years back. But now what is happening before our eyes. And the tectonic plates are, in Africa at least, in a state of flux. They are not very hard now. They are moving very sharply. Another thing has happened. The inner core and the Earth's outer core, they used to go in circles in a synchronized manner, both. But now the outer core is going in a different manner, and the inner core is going in exactly the opposite manner. And that can be a problem. So what had happened earlier, when the tectonic plates crashed in each other, we had the various continents, Africa, South America, North America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. And as at first it was Eurasia, and now it's Europe and Australia. And now there would be another country. The Rift Valley would be about 40 kilometers long, and another 5 years it will be 5 kilometers would be added. This is also called the Afro-Arabian Rift Valley, and it is one of the most extensive rifts in the Earth's surface. It extends from Jordan in the north southwestern Asia toward the eastern Africa, Mozambique, and the system is 6,400 kilometers long and 64 kilometers wide. So, a new ocean, one continent being split into two, and in the process there might be lot many earthquakes causing damage, human life, and so on. So these nuggets of information are absolutely new and they were very intriguing, so I thought I'll share them with you. How do you like them? I'd like to have your comments on that. Thank you.